Hey everybody, I'm Tim Hockett. Again, I want to thank all of you who take the time to watch these brief videos on ways that we can help move past division in America. I'm honored by your positive responses and thankful for those who subscribe and share these thoughts. Today I want to talk about what most of us think is obvious, love. Why can't we just get along? Why can't we just love each other? I know it seems straightforward that we should just love one another, but like most human undertakings, it's kind of complicated. I want to begin with defining love so that we know we're on the same page and we kind of know what we're talking about together. It's interesting that in the English language, we use one word, love, to cover a whole lot of things. It's nice when we hear family members hang up the phone, they say, love you too, isn't it? But we use the word love for all kinds of things. I love hot fudge sundaes. I love Taylor Swift or Mozart. I love Aunt Sue and Uncle Bob. I don't know them real well, but I love them. Or, in the sexual sense, we made love. And from the Bible, there's, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. So English uses one word, love, to convey a lot of different meanings. I like the Greek language for its precision. It has many words that get translated to the one word love, but they mean a lot of different things. Philios means love and is seen in that word Philadelphia. Adelphos is brother, so Philadelphia is the word love of a brother, thus Philadelphia is the city of brotherly love. This love is based on friendship and performance. I laugh at your jokes, you laugh at mine. It's also used to express affection for talent. So we would use Philios when we say, I love Taylor Swift or Charlize Theron because of their talent. Eros is the Greek word that's used where our appetites are involved. So that word is used in the sexual sense, and from which we get the word erotic, but it's also often translated love when we talk about food. So there really is, better than sex, chocolate cake. Storge is another Greek word that is translated love, and it means the love of family. It's kind of like duty. I love Uncle Bob, but I don't know him very well, but he's family, so I love him. It reflects that kind of special family bond. There's a Greek word often used in the Bible that has to do with love based on need. That's the word agape. Maybe you've heard of it before. In other words, we love someone because they need us. The family is the best laboratory for this kind of love. When the need goes up, with this kind of love, the love goes up. So, imagine a sick child. Her need is higher. And so you're there to cover for her, to nurse her back to health, or to make sure she gets excellent care. Or what about your boy? He's not doing very well. He's struggling in school. You want to be there to help him succeed. With those other types of love, like philios, when performance goes down, so does the love. We say we love a favorite baseball player, but when he goes into a slump, we say, throw him out, throw the bum out. Let's replace him. When our friend quits agreeing with us, we may just vote with our feet and quietly leave that friendship. That's why our circle of friends often just kind of moves on and on, leaving some behind, and we wind up generally just not having tons and tons of friends late in life. We may just have a handful that withstood all of those years and all of the ups and downs. With Eros, it's interesting that once the appetite is satisfied, the desire goes down. I know you might like chocolate cake, but after 2 big pieces, you say, oh my gosh, no more. Supposedly the same thing goes for sex. When we're told to love our neighbors as ourselves. The understanding behind it is that we need each other. Think about it. Do you love yourself? Do you care about yourself? Do you worry about things, your responsibilities? Do you have hopes and dreams? Well, guess what? So do your neighbors. And if you have a trauma or extra burden, isn't it nice to know that there are those there who will be there for you? And when something great happens, isn't it nice to know that you can share that excitement or that success? You see, true love of someone helps multiply your joy and divide your grief. That's the kind of love I'm talking about. I remember watching an episode of an old TV show. I think it was like A Little House on the Prairie. And a farmer was just about to harvest his crop and he fell and he broke both of his legs. And he looks out the window from his bed and he sees all of his neighbors came out and they harvested his field. Later he thanked them and they said, we know you would have done the same for us. I saw once a photo of an Amish village in Pennsylvania, I think, and there were all these people building this huge barn on one farmer's land. The men looked like ants crawling all over this barn, each one doing his part. And then it's interesting to find out that all of the big farms in that area had these huge barns. Turns out that when a barn is needed, it's not left to one farmer to build it. The whole community comes together and they build it in one day. Well, you might say, isn't that socialism? Isn't that communism? No, 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 no. Don't confuse political structures with being decent human beings. There's no suggestion here that the government own all businesses or that every citizen wear the same gray clothing. It's simply a principle that we recognize that on our best days and on our worst days, we need each other and should love one another. In my view, there's no such thing as a self-made person. All of us, at one time or another, needed help. I'm here to tell you today that our country needs help. We need to make a strong return to caring for each other, a return to listening to each other, and responding in a positive, constructive, and yes, a loving way. Call me old-fashioned, but I think love your neighbor as yourself is still excellent advice. Think about it. Thanks for watching. I'm Tim Hockett.